Alright, check this out. Oh, he died. Just gonna go and get him. I didn't really jump very far anyway. Don't mean this as a loaded question, but I'm genuinely curious. How do you figure you can change the game to allow Engineer, a class that purposely slows down the game, to fit into 6v6 format? Good question. I think that if you make him less defensive of the class and more supportive of the class, then I think it could be good. Like, I think that them lowering the tankiness of a level 3 sentry gun is the start of that kind of, like, theory. I'm gonna die. I think that if they keep doing stuff like, you know, make the Wrangler and the Rescue Ranger work not so great together, and things like that. Don't snipe me. Okay. No! Then I think that it could be good. Also, like, adding, you know, either make the dispenser better or add things that make the dispenser more mobile, like a mini dispenser or dispenser backpacks and stuff like that. I think just making the Engineer more of a mobile area denial thing that isn't, like, impossible to take out. Like, 1 or 2 people should be able to take out an Engineer's, like, buildings by just shooting them. Like, you shouldn't have to, like, coordinate your entire team against it unless, like, that's the point of the game mode, you know? Defense versus offense. But in, like, a 6v6, like, typical 6v6 map situation, I guess this map is dead, or this server's dead. BAP! In, like, a typical, like, 5CP situation, I think that if they just made it so that all he does is, like, just basically act as, like, oh, you can't come over here right now because there's a mini, so shoot the mini and then you can, kind of thing, then, I don't know, I feel like that would be fine. Also, teleporters are very, very useful in 5CP, and nobody really seems to value that, but I think that the fact that they take so long to set up, and you have to be, like, you have to do the exit, and then, or you have to do the entrance, and then the exit, and then, like, say the spawn moves up, you have to, like, set that all up again. There should be a way to, like, make that faster. And Banny actually had a really good idea for, like, a new type of teleporter that's just a little, it's like a little pad on the ground, and you stand on it, and when you walk over it, it, like, gives you whip speed for, like, 2 or 3 seconds. And it's just the entrance. There's no exit, and maybe it costs like 100 metal or something, but you just put it down in front of the spawn, and then you're off. So that way you kind of don't have to. You give your team, like, that extra, like, pressure boost, but you don't have to constantly be moving your shit around all the time. It could also be used really nicely for, like, making certain jumps that the Engineer can't usually make. I don't know, I think that would be pretty, I think there could be a lot of uses for it. I think something like that would be fun. But the short version of that answer, Seinfeld, is that NG would have to be more of a support class and less of a defense class, which I personally am completely fine with. I don't really like how Engineer slows the game down. I think that his role should definitely be more passive in the defense department. Kind of like how Heavy is, you know? Like, Heavy and NG should have kind of the same effect whenever you're running them. It can be pretty strong offensive-wise, and, like, obviously Heavy does a lot of damage, but I think NG's damage could be traded for more of a support role. It'd be kind of like a mix between Heavy and Medic, you know? He can defend pretty good, but Focus Fire takes him out. Or it can be offensive pretty good, and he trades, you know, some of his damage potential for healing and shit like that. Well, now we're playing Highlander. Look at that.